everybody. Welcome to IAM Studios. Come on in. So, this is IAM Studios. I'm Jamie Prokop. I'm one of the owners here, along with my partners on the wall here. Actually, if you want to pan through, my boy Jim Kilgore, my production partner, head engineer here at IAM Studios. Next to him, we've got Gary Kennett, head CFO, again a partner. And then that guy over there, you can just skip him. He's nobody. And then Fritz, our buddy Fritz McIntyre from the band Simply Red, for some of you guys that might know. He's also a partner. He's down in Florida, actually. He's been there for a number of years now, but he's actually still a partner here at IAM. So, anyways, you are now in the front room of IAM Studios. This is where sometimes we'll get together and just kind of hash some stuff out. We do some songwriting up here. We do our meetings up here sometimes. So this is kind of like where we like to kind of chill out, get a little bit of sun. As you know, sometimes you get back in these rooms and it's all about the dark and artificial light. So sometimes this is just a nice, really cool place to get up here and do our thing. This is part of it. We've got the secondary room. This is the playroom. This is where we'll hang out if we're melting our brains while we're recording and editing and doing those kind of things. So we like to hang out here, play some video games, chill out. Artists love it up here, clients love it up here. They usually just get away from what we're doing back there and they get to come up here and just kind of hang out and chill out. So it's good stuff. Anyways, come on back. Let's check out the real stuff back here. Sometimes this is another room we use for co-op students and stuff like that, other people that might be working in here with us. So this is just kind of one of the suites, but we also use this to double as storage and whatnot. I like to keep things all organized. As you can see, we're sticklers for that kind of stuff, because when you need something, you gotta know where it is, right? So as we go back through, that's the little boys and girls room, but we don't need to look at that because everybody's seen a washroom before. Coming back through, we wanted to kind of do something different at IAM Studios, so we ended up digging up all our old records and different stuff that we've all collected over the years, and it just really seems like a really cool thing to be able to do. This is kind of like Fritz's wall right here. We decided to do something kind of special for him when he came up for our first annual open house last year. So this is the Simply Red wall, and as you kind of go through, you'll see all kinds of artwork and all kinds of stuff everywhere. Lee, right now behind the camera, my boy Lee, he's actually standing in my office. This is where I get most of my paperwork done and whatnot. As you can see, we got Kira Jade up on the desktop right now. It's a website that we've done through IAM Studios. A lot of our artists that we have here will typically go through and will also do the artwork and the website design and stuff like that. It's just something that you kind of learn along the way to. You know, you just kind of have to sometimes do it yourself. So we just kind of jumped right in and learned HTML and learned websites and all that good stuff. And so that's what we do here. So that's our girl Kira Jade. Her album is soon to be dropping this spring. Her first single's coming out in April, hopefully, after the snow melts. Well, you know, if we have any snow. But there you have it. Coming back through, we got a nice little kitchenette where we get the cooking happening if we need it. Most of the time it's fast food. Come on, let's be serious. We all know IAM Studios, any other studio probably on the planet, is all about the fast food. So, but we've got our key people for our fast food. So Mario, our boy down the street, he makes a killer pizza and some amazing wings. So we're usually there. This is Studio B. This is where a lot of the secondary editing and post-production stuff happens. Many times we'll have a session going on where the main control room, which we're about to see, we'll be in there and we'll be either editing or doing stuff in here, or sorry, doing stuff in the control room, whereas then you can come in here as a second team. While that's going on again in the control room, simultaneously we can be working in here doing overdubs, a lot of keyboard stuff, a lot of loop programming and things like that. So, and we also like to call this kind of like our Van Halen / Aerosmith room. This is our throwback to the late 80s, as you can probably see on the walls. So me and my boy Jim had a good time in this room, as you can see, splattering paint all over the place, and then doing our own interpretation of soundproof art, as we call it. So that's kind of what we're all about here. It is a Christian studio. IAM Studios is run, we're all Christians here, so you know, it's really important for us to have the proper values and the proper structure and the right kind of clientele to come into IAM Studios. So we never hide who we are, so we're just blessed by the people that are able to come in here and work with us, and we just want to in return kind of bless them. So it's been a really great experience actually coming here and just being part of the whole team, and then actually buying into the actual business itself. It's been a huge blessing for me. It's been a blast to come to Brantford and do this. This is where we usually kind of host catering, different events, stuff like that. This will be where everybody kind of comes to get their coffee, tea, lunch, all that kind of stuff. We've also recorded in here before. It's got some interesting acoustics with the false ceiling and whatnot. So, anyways, that's about all there is for this room. It's not, you know, super exciting or anything, but as you can see, again, lots of different kind of eclectic artwork and different things. These bad boys actually work, so we can actually do analog. Unfortunately, we can't do tabletop 2-inch, but we can do 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. So, got that going for us. Come on in. This is the main control room. This is Rose, our pink monster. It doesn't look like much, but let me tell you, if you sit on her, you will never get back up. People love this couch, so we won't get rid of it. So in the main control room, we run a Digi-Control 24 for our basically our controller. We run a 32-track simultaneous recording system with Pro Tools 7 HD. We also run Pro Tools 8 and now Pro Tools 10 as well, and some of our other computer systems. So pretty well versed in all the Avid stuff, and beyond that, all the rest of it's all lots of bells and whistles. We're big fans of the Waves plugins, so we've got an entire bundle of Waves stuff. We've got Focusrite stuff, we've got DSP stuff, so a lot of plugins, a lot of artificial things, but it's nice to have some hardware, and we've got some great people that help us bring in great gear, great outboard gear when we need it. Kudos to shout out to our friend Wayne Marshall, who's a great dude for that, and just brings in awesome stuff. He's just a skilled tradesman when it comes to electronics and whatnot, and he finds the greatest deals on stuff, and we get to benefit from it. He comes in and he records with us, and we get to use all the stuff, so it's pretty awesome. So that's our main control room. I'm going to take you back where you can kind of see some of the main recording rooms. We run 4 isolation rooms. One kind of included a large drum room, which I'll show you first. We actually didn't record in here for the first couple of years I was here, and it was kind of a waste of space. We would always look at it and say we should probably do something with it. So we basically turned a 15 by 20 room into our new drum room. It's got really cool acoustics because of the concrete and the drywall. And then what we kind of did is we figured out a way to use a dampening system where drapes are, if they're closed, if you will, or open, however you want to look at it. So let's say these are open. It just allows for some really interesting sound to bounce. When you drape all of them down, you close it all down, it kind of really deadens up the room. So it gives us a couple of different flavors and a variation of sound. And then this bad boy right here is actually one of our monolith kits. Monolith drums is made by a guy locally in the Ontario area named Bill Hibbs. He's been sponsoring my dad, Skip Prokop, with the band Lighthouse for a number of years, and we finally got him in a few years back to mic up one of his kits and give it a try. So as we did that, he liked the results, and we struck up a deal where Bill basically provides the drum sets for us here at IAM Studios, and every time we have a session guy sit down, a session player, or a band member from a drummer from another band, they absolutely adore them. They're really versatile, they're very responsive, they're loud, and we love them. So we've used this kit. This is the Odyssey collection. We've used this kit on a number of projects, and we've also had a Tiger Maple kit, and it's just gorgeous, that we've used on some country sessions with great results. So we're yet to have this carbon fiber kit in here, but soon we're hoping that'll happen. And those are crazy loud, and we don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're looking forward to it. So thanks to our friend Bill Hibbs with Monolith Drums, and yeah. Come this way. Let me show you a couple more things. So this is one of our larger isolation rooms where a lot of times we'll set keyboardists up in here. We'll do some acoustic guitar, electric guitar work. We'll do vocals in here sometimes, fiddles, horns, all kinds of different things. This is actually where, and you can kind of tell just by spacing, kind of look at it. It's not a huge room, but we used to do drums in here, and you still kind of get an okay result. It just depends on what you're looking for. A nice jazz kit that somebody wants kind of super dry. This would kind of be maybe the room to do it in rather than our drum room. But this is actually where we used to do drums. But now it tends to be really just for a lot of guitar work and you know, things like that. So that's our larger ISO room. I'll take you around the corner to the 2 smaller ones. So at the back of the studio, a lot of this is just storage. As most studios, sometimes you'll see it's, you know, we got a massive loading dock door so that guys can bring in their gear sometimes from the rear. But again, this is a smaller room, smaller ISO room. But this is great for things like banjos. Sometimes we'll use it as a double, so the guitarist will be in my ISO room 1, and all the amp and equipment and everything will be in here. So it actually works really great to separate separate kind of like the gear being in the same room. Some guys, you know, we love to crank up their amps, get the tubes nice and hot, and that's sometimes almost impossible to sit in the same room as the amp. So it works really great to do that kind of thing. And then this is our main kind of vocal booth. You notice I'm stepping up, so everything is super dry, really soundproofed, and that just adds to a nice clean vocal performance. So a lot of the vocals get done in here. We'll do things like, sometimes we'll do acoustic guitars and whatnot in this room, depending on the kind of flavor that we want. The fact that there's no wood in this room, it gives the acoustic guitars, again, a different kind of tone, a different kind of response, and a different kind of resonance. So it's a kind of a versatile room when it comes to that, but mainly it's for vocals. So that's about it. Those are isolation rooms, and basically, if you want to know any more about us, you can go to www.iamstudios.ca and check out all kinds of different things. All our different artists are on our music page, our contact information, our rates, scheduling, all that kind of stuff. You can always get a hold of us through there. Our phone number is 519-309-0211. Give us a call. You can ask for myself, Jamie, or Lee, my boy behind the camera. He's sometimes here, or Gary or Jim, and come by and see us. Check us out. Always keep an eye out for things on our website for our next open house and whatnot. And until then, we will see you later.